Well, it's around 7 o'clock on Sunday morning, the 9th of April, here in beautiful Bisbee. And I'm here at the Bisbee Dog Park. And for those of you who don't know, it's only been around about 6 months or so. This used to be a Kiwanis Little League ball field. And this week, the nonprofit, the Friends of the Bisbee Animal Shelter, will probably purchase this 5.5-acre parcel of land at a very, very reasonable cost. And so it is serving the purpose of a very much needed dog park. And Kelly Galligan, who heads up the Friends of the Bisbee Animal Shelter and does a tremendous amount of charity work for the animals here in Bisbee, put together this weekend of free spay and neutering. I said free. And it's funded by PetSmart, and it is student-based, and it's overseen by faculty at this university for veterinarians out of Glendale, Arizona, a suburb of Phoenix, as you may know. So here this morning, we're going to take a look at what's going on here, what happened yesterday. They did 16 or 18 spay and neuters, absolutely free, and I've got here with me Dr. Rachel Kreisler, and she's going to tell us all about it.
Say if a female dog has an infection in her uterus, that's a couple of $1,000 surgery. It's an emergent surgery she has to have, and a lot of people would have a challenge coming up with that on short notice.
So it's an ounce of prevention.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
In addition, so I'm an assistant professor of shelter medicine, so it really matters to me how animals get into shelters, and so of course if we can keep folks from having those oops litters,
yes.
that will help make sure that we don't have animals coming into shelters that now would have some challenges getting out.
So what was the response like? You were here yesterday, Saturday, and you're here for a while today.
Yes.
You're booked up today,
Yes.
but you hope to come back sometime in the not too distant future.
Yes.
And so what happened here yesterday? There was publicity for this. I think it was somewhat limited, but did you get the response you would like to see?
Oh gosh, yes. So we had fully booked appointments, and we also had a waiting list, which we were fortunate to be able to dig into a little bit. Whenever we come into a community, we always work with sort of a local expert. So Kelly here has been really wonderful in reaching out to folks who could utilize the service and making sure that it was all set up and ready for us. She's fed us really well.
Well, I understand that. You went to one of our nicer restaurants here.
We did.
On Friday, I think it was.
Yes.
With the mayor,
Yes.
David Smith. And then you refer to Kelly Galligan. She heads up the Friends of the Bisbee Animal Shelter, a nonprofit that put this dog park together several months ago, and it's growing and neat things are happening. And tell me about this vehicle that you have here. How's it equipped?
Well, it's a wonderful vehicle. It's 33 feet long. We have 2 surgical tables. We can hold 18 animals on board. We have a prep area, a scale, refrigerator. It's pretty fully self-contained here.
Got everything you need on here?
Yes. To provide the services, the select services that we provide. We're pretty set up.
Tell us about the students that actually do the work here.
Well, they are from several different years. So we have first-year students who are helping to do the physical exams. They're helping to give the vaccines. They're helping to monitor the anesthesia with a lot of oversight from ourselves and our technician. And then we have second and third year students, and they're the ones who perform a little bit more of the hands-on procedures in terms of surgery or other sort of minor medical things that we might do here. So
are they all too happy to be a part of this, the students?
They are very happy to be a part of this, and they are very...
Gives them a kind of a leg up, doesn't it? On
Absolutely.
In terms of getting that experience and getting real life experience in what their profession is ultimately going to be.
Absolutely, and that's something that they definitely appreciate, and it's something that I think will make them much better veterinarians.
What does it actually cost to provide this service?
Well, it's about $3,000 a day is the cost to, and that's really it's on the low end just because we don't have to pay for our students. They're free.
Right.
But again, that's very generously is entirely supported by PetSmart charities.
How did this idea come about to do this? Did it come from PetSmart? Is it their idea, or
well, certainly they
something you dreamed up?
Well, PetSmart does support a number of mobile clinics at a number of veterinary colleges, and I believe that Midwestern University reached out to PetSmart initially, since they are also both in the Phoenix metro area, so created a proposal for this unit, which would serve on a volunteer program basis until we had our senior students who just started in March. We also are going to be working with an organization to do what's called trap neuter release, and that's when cats in the community where their outdoor home is are trapped, brought in. We do surgery so that they can't reproduce anymore. We vaccinate them so that they're protected against things like rabies. And we identify them with a little tip on their ear, and then they go back to their outdoor home.
I gotcha.
I'm Dr. Rachel Kreisler. That's Kreisler, and I'm an assistant professor of shelter medicine.
Well, it's indeed a pleasure to have you here in Bisbee. Thank you for coming.
Great.
I know you're booked a couple of months in advance, but there's a chance that before the end of the year you'll come back. There's that chance.
There's a very good chance. We are, I'm sure, going to be chatting with Kelly and setting up another visit down here. It's been you guys have been a wonderful host to us.
Well, we try to be because we want people to come back. So thanks for being here.
Certainly.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
doing this.
Thank you.
Cool.